Hello everybody and welcome back to Transport Fever. That's not the same map. I know, I'm sorry, I've gone and broken another one. um, I've made a big mistake with the last map. I was about 3/4 of the way through the next episode and I set a couple of trains off, or at least I attempted to set a couple of trains off and the game crashed. So I went back through my through my auto saves, and each time, no matter there's only 10 I think anyway in there. I went back through all of them, and each one, every time I pressed play, the game crashed. I've done something, I'm not exactly sure where or what, but I've done something that caused the game really didn't like. I've maybe put a blocker somewhere where it's trying to expand. I've done that before. I've put buildings at the end of streets and things, and it's caused the game to crash constantly over and over again. But I really don't know what it was that I did. So yes, I'm sorry, but I killed it, and I just couldn't do anything. I couldn't press play. I couldn't press play or carry on. So there was no point carrying on with it. So I've done another map. This one's quite a bit smaller. I don't know if you can hear my dog. He's having a mad 5 minutes. This one's quite a bit smaller. It's 12 kilometres wide. It's 4 kilometres deep back to front. There are 10 towns and there's one of each of the industries. I've made it quite simple. So I've put coal and iron up here near Hogsley. There's a steel plant down here. The wood and the boards, so the forest there, and the sawmill, that's what you call it. The sawmill there, the goods and the tools factory here. We've got oil refinery and plastics up there. We've got quarry here, and the I can't think what's up with me today, construction materials plant, and the farm and the food processing over here. So it should make for quite a simplistic thing. What I'm thinking of doing, the idea is, obviously I'm going to run a little, well, not obviously, but I'm going to run a little shunting train around into a station, and then have trains going back and forward in between each town. So I'm hoping the goods are just going to move along the tracks bit by bit, and they'll pick stuff up and move it, taking stuff in both directions. So they'll pick up steel and slag and planks from here, take it up here. I didn't think about that slag actually. I've put the construction materials plant all the way over there, so hopefully it'll make it if we keep connecting them up. There's going to have to be a connection through here. So we'll figure that out when I get to it. Yeah, one of the, like I said, the problem with building on pause and doing areas of really high detail, especially when I'm trying things out for the first time, and or I've gone bigger than I have done before and built all sorts of stuff. That's why I'd rather build on play, with the game on play while the game's running. The only thing with that is it runs the frame rate down pretty quickly, especially when you're putting loads and loads of tracks in, which I've noticed it seems to be one of the biggest problems of the frame rate, is having lots and lots of tracks and lots of trains. So yeah, so the plan is I'm going to build the commuter route, the passenger service. I'm going to build all the goods lines, get all them connected up. Once everything's connected up and I've got the trains running, then I'll start decorating. That way I can decorate with the game running on. I'll stick it on the 4 times mod, so that we're not expanding too quickly. But at least that way, then if I do anything that breaks the game, I'll know exactly when I've done it, because it'll just crash from that point on, and I will be able to go back to a point beforehand and fix it. Sorry for flying around like this. I'm concentrating more on what I'm saying than I'm doing with the camera. Yeah, so we'll build all the passenger lines, get all the goods hooked up, then I'm going to go and start decorating up. We're not going to get all that done in one episode. I don't know how long this episode's going to be. but I'm going to make a start in a second. We can jump into a speed build. So that's the map. Yeah, I just come down to ground level. That's what I wanted to do. Just going to show you what it looks like. Some nice hilly areas and lots of nice rivers and things. Most of these rivers you can get boats up, apart from some areas are just a little bit too narrow. Goosebridge you can't get to. They can get up and around here and down there. They can get up and around here to Beckheath, but not that one. And they can get around to there. I could do with just making them just a tad wider so they're all usable, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to have that many boats anyway. I'm just going to run a few passenger services. I could ship the goods around from town to town with boats, but it just takes so many bloody boats. It kills my frame rate. And stuff doesn't move. You're waiting ages for stuff to get anywhere. Right, sorry, I've still got a little bit of a sore throat, so yeah, I'm gonna make a start. Right, so hope this one lasts more than 3 or 4 episodes. Let's get going with it. I need to go stick some mods on, so I'm gonna save the game at this point, and then when I start it up again, it just flows straight. The video just flows straight through. Right, okay, I'm gonna go and choose all the mods because I've only got a couple running, and yeah, I'll be back in a little while. All right.
safe protection. I will always be around. Will it ever get sunny? Oh, I wonder, honey. I'm trying to be an in the line. You say it will. I'm caught in your addictive brain. You say it will, yeah. I'm causing the obsessive rain. You say it will. I'm caught in your addictive brain. You say it will, yeah.
turn back. You better make it count. Oh, it's like the wise man said, the love is for no one. Love is a blind man who must be set free. Two lovers on the floor, a band-aid on the soul. Two lovers, one
mind have seen. You were no good, and I was no better. Basking in your spotlight, too blind to see. It was a case of mistaken identity. I thought you were my love. A clear case of mistaken identity. I thought you were. Yes, it was. Thought you were my love. Oh, yeah. It was a case of mistaken identity. I thought you were my love. Just a case of mistaken identity. I thought you were It was a case of mistaken identity. A clear case of mistaken identity. I thought you were my love. Thought you were my
Okay, so that's the main line done. Got it all done in one episode. There's a couple of little bits I want to change. Some of the track up here is not quite, it's just a little bit off. There's a corner on this side as well. I'm going to have to go and watch it again to remember, because it was last night when I recorded that. Yeah, there's just a couple of little bits I need to relay. It's pretty much going to be exactly the same as it is. I just want it a little bit smoother. I think there's that bit there and another bit up here somewhere. So it's just a case of deleting it and rejoining it up again so it's nice and smooth. Some quite nice scenery on this. I like the scenery. I like the little mountains all around the place. I think it looks quite good. You may have noticed I changed the bridges. I did have the box girders on there, and I don't like them. I really don't like them. I thought I'll just try them out, just in case I'm, complaining for no reason. And I put them on and went for a train ride, and it was like, no, go and delete them all. I went and deleted them all rather than just putting the video in and me faffing around for half an hour. I just thought I'd just go and do the train ride. It was only changing the bridges. All I was doing was deleting them and relaying them. So I've just put these brick viaduct ones on. I prefer these. There is a girder bridge there that needs some ends on. I will go and do that at some point. But that's the route. So come out of here and either head that way or head that way. Do a full route, come back and then go and do the same thing in reverse. So they're going both ways. How many passengers have we got on there already? We're half full already. I did save it just as the train was coming out, and I thought I'll go back to that point rather than letting the towns grow. But the frame rate's fine. Frame rate's perfectly fine. The towns are alright. They've grown a little bit. I didn't want them growing too much just yet, because I've got to get the industry lines in, which is going to be the next job, is getting the industry connected up. Once the industry's all connected up and I've got all the trains on the go, then I can start decorating up around the various areas. I'm going to decorate all the industries up, I think. At least have some like little yards and stuff. There is going to be, I'm going to do a little bit more on this. There's going to be a couple of little sidings coming off here, and a depot on this side as well, which will be able to go out, or a couple of little depots on this side. But I'm not doing a massive sidings because that really does kill the frame rate. Every time I put in a big sidings and loads of little trains and stuff, loads of little carriages and everything, it's the worst part of the map for the frame rate always. And I do think it's down to the tracks. I really do. But I'll put some in. We'll get rid of this little road here and we'll make this into a yard area. Decorate this up, because at the moment it's like yeah, you wouldn't want to be pulling a train up to that buffer. Yeah. There's a little slip of the handle, you could be heading off into the drink there. So I'm going to raise this up a bit and put a wall around it, sort of joining up onto this, I think. Just sort of flatten it out around, make it look a bit better. So yeah, it's a good start. I'm going to put this map up on Steam. It should be available by the time this episode is uploaded, unless for any reason I haven't done it. If not, it will definitely be up by the next episode anyway, but there should be a link down there in the description to this map if you want to have a go at it. It's a nice map, it's good fun. There's opportunities there to run little routes in and out, make little circles, join them up. You don't have to do a whole main line like that I did. You know, you could do like little circular routes going round, having them going in and out. There's good scope there for a small map. Getting the industries in is going to be fun. That's going to be the next job. Right, hope you enjoyed this one. yeah, I'll be back really soon with another one. So give us a thumbs up there if you enjoyed it. Give us a like, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.